Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Anita Crochets. Today we are going to be making a crochet halter top. Yes, and today I am working with Robin. It's 100% acrylic, and as always it's 50 grams. All right, 50 grams. I cannot see where the tab could be, but I know the weight is 50 grams. So we are working with this, and you will need scissors, and as well I am working with a 3.5mm hook. Alright, so I'm going to be using 2 strands. Just like I told you, it gives us some sort of like gauge. So let's get started. We'll start off with a knot like this. You can make this leftover string a little longer because we want it to be crocheted beneath. So just like this. So you just have this to hang on to, and then we are going to start with 15 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes, this is 15 chains. So if you're making for someone with a bigger bust and you're making a bigger size, you can make up to 17 chains or 18 chains. All right, so we are just going to add 2 more chains to start with. So we yarn over, and we are going to work double crochets all through until back where we started from. So we are going to work a double crochet in the 3rd chain space from the hook. So we work a double crochet like this, pull through 2 and pull through 2, and then we continue to work a double crochet. So basically this is our breast cup. It's what we are going to start with, and then we can work on the under bust. So you're just going to keep working double crochets until where we started from. So basically you should have 15 double crochets. So this marks the 15th double crochet. Okay, but remember it's in our last chain space here. So what we are going to do in this same chain space, we are going to work another double crochet. This makes 2 of them in the same space. Okay, and then we chain 1. Again we work 2 more double crochets in the same space. So this is more like the peak of our breast cup. I hope you guys see this very clearly. Okay, so we are going to work on the opposite side of our foundation chains. So we just start from right here. Do you guys see this clearly? Right here, because this was our last. So this here. So this must take you back to working 14 double crochets on the opposite side of our foundation chains, like this. So you can go back and count and see whether you made the right number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you can fix the 14th right here. Okay. So this is it. As you can see, this is more like the bottom of our breast cup, and this is the peak right here. So we're just going to work another row of this like this, and let me show you how to work that row. You're going to chain 2, turn your work, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. So you just keep doing that. You work double crochets, just on top of the previous row. So this is more like our second row of the breast cup. Are you seeing how it is like forming? So this is the second row. And then when we get to the peak, as you can see, this is our peak from here up to here. This is where we worked 4 double crochets. So we are just going to work double crochets on top of them. This was the first one, and this is the second one, like this. So when we get to the other chain 1 space right here is where we are going to work our other 4 double crochet, and this is how we do it. Yarn over, set your hook, pull through 1, pull through 2, pull through 2, and then you work another second double crochet like that. So you chain 1, and then you work 2 more double crochets like this. So you just start right from the next double crochet of the previous row and work a double crochet on top of it, and just keep working double crochets on top of it like this. So still, this is our peak. The chain 1 space is our peak. So we still go on and work double crochets. So remember, this is our second row. And if you're someone that is making a breast cup and you want it to be small, I believe 4 to 5 rows are enough for you. breast coverage. So this is the end of our second row. So you can see already it is forming just the way we want it. So we are going to work our third row, chain 2, turn your work, and then start from the very first double crochet on top of it, work a double crochet like that, and just keep working double crochets. So you can see they just look so in line with each other, and that is how neat I would love all your breast cups to appear. You just need to practice and practice and practice, because crocheting is about practice. So you practice this until you perfect how to have very clean rows. So we are going to keep working double crochets, as you can see. I just want to show you how to work the peak once again, and you can see we are approaching our peak. So right here, work another one right there, and in the chain space that we made still is where you work 2 double crochets, chain 1, and 2 more double crochets like that, and then you just keep working double crochets on top of the ones of the previous row. Okay, so here we are. So you can see our breast cup forming. If you're making for a small breast, I think you have to make up to 5 rows. So we just have 3 of them. That is for a very small breast, by the way, because this is already small for me. Okay, so we have 3 rows, and I want you to work 6 rows in total. So we have 3 more rows to work. So let me return after you have made those 3 rows. Just allow me add some light here. Okay. So this is the end of my 6th row. I have 6 rows here, so this is how it has to look like. Okay, and I'm going to start working on the upper small design that I want to run up here. So we just start with I just started with 2 chains and turn your work like this, and then chain 1. So these are like 3 chains. The chains that we have made are going to act like our first half double crochet that has to be here. All right, so we are going to skip this and skip this, and into the third we are going to work a half double crochet. like this, and I'm going to chain one, skip one, into the next I work a half double crochet like this, chain one, skip one, into the next work a half double crochet, chain one, skip one, into the next work a half double crochet. So you're just going to do this repeatedly until the end of our row. But I just want to show you how to work the peak. So I am right here. This is our peak, as you can see, and I am right here. So I'm just going to chain one, and into our peak I am going to work a half double crochet, and chain one, into our peak still I am going to work a half double crochet. So this is our peak, and I'm going to chain one, skip this, and into this I'm going to work a half double crochet. So just do this until the end of our row, and let me meet you there. I have reached the end of our row, and I'm going to start working a picot in between these gaps that we have created. So I'm going to chain one and chain another one, turn my work around, and then into this very first half double crochet. On top of it is where I work a single crochet, one single crochet, and into the gap I'm going to work one single crochet and chain three, and then slip stitch into the single crochet I have made. So this is to help us work a picot, and then into this double crochet, half double crochet, is where I'm going to work a single crochet like that. So you can see we have a picot right here. So into the gap I'm going to work a single crochet and chain three to work my picot right there. So you all, if this is not very visible for you, you can as well try to look out for videos that show you how to work picots, so you really can get a crow if you are a beginner. And back here into the half double crochet is where I'm going to work a single crochet. Into the gap is single crochet with a picot like this. On top of the previous half double crochet is a single crochet, into the gap is a single crochet and chain three. So basically it's just you work a picot and a single crochet and a picot and a single crochet like that. That is more like the interval of how it should be worked out. A single crochet, it should be a single crochet on top of the half double crochet and a picot in between the two, and then on top of this half double crochet is a single crochet. So just like that, we just need to create this sort of like pattern. So let me return when I am at the peak so I can show you how to work the peak. So I have come to the peak. This is how it has to look like. I have come to the peak right here, and this was our gap. So what we are going to do is what we are going to do is, on top of this half double crochet is where I work a single crochet like this, and then right here in the gap I am just going to work 2 single crochets, and on top of this half double crochet I will work a single crochet. So basically in this area we have like 4 single crochets without a picot, because this is where our strap is going to go. So you just get back to our routine of single crochet with a picot like this, and then single crochet without picot. So just make sure that your picot is made in the single crochet between the gap right here. So just do this until the end of the row, and also start from where I started for your second breast cap. So let me meet you on the second breast cap and show you how to work this upper top design that can be joined onto this one. So this is our breast cap. I know some of you would love to, this is the top, this should be the top, okay? This should be the top, but I don't know how to explain it. But for me, I love to turn this around and have this to be the top, because I feel like the picots are more pricky. You know how you feel like, okay, they appear more pricky like this, and I love them this way. So I usually just don't use the top to be the top, because it looks so basic, it looks so obvious. So I just turn this and have this to be my top. So I have this breast cap and I want to join these two. I've already worked my my little mesh row here, so I just want to work the final picot row, and this is what I usually do for that kind of like a cleavage, for a little closed up cleavage, because when you just have it like this, sometimes if it is someone with bigger boobs, the cleavage is really too open, yeah. So if the breasts are a little saggy, they are going to show beneath that they are a little saggy. So if you just close up a little like this up to here, it gives it a new feel, a new, you know, a new appearance, and it really looks so cool, and it looks a little bit new, like different from the basic that we know. So this is what we do. I chained one, so I'm going to chain just another one, and into this, on top of the half double crochet of the previous row, is where I work a single crochet. But remember, my second single crochet should have a picot. So what I do is I just make one single crochet and get my hook, insert it into this, all right, and just slip stitch like this. So I just pull through, insert my hook and pull through the yarn. So I work the next single crochet just like that. So right here it is joined, as you can see. So for my next is where I have to have a picot, and I just keep doing this. Insert my hook into the picot of my left breast cap and pull through the yarn and work a single crochet on top of the half double crochet of the previous row. So I'm like trying to close up, as you can see, and I do this for like 3 to 4 picots according to how much closure you want for your cleavage. But I don't like really are very much closed up, because if you over close up, you're going to be dragging this to here. That, you know, that tension is going to get here, so it will pull like this. So you just have to add like 3 picots, maximally 4, but I love to have 3 like that, so that it does not really over pull into the inside of the cleavage. So with this, we just start working now our normal picots like this in the fourth gap of our mesh row. So we just keep working our picots. Just want to finish just a few more to show you how it has to look like. So you can see we closed up a little. Sorry. We closed up just a little here. Okay, so this, don't worry about this. This shall be closed up when we are working the underbust. So let's just continue with the picot row until the end of this row, so I can return to show you how to work the underbust. So we are back. I cut off my yarn from this side, so we're just going to start working on the underbust. So this is what you do. You make a knot and make 10 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you have 10 chains, and from where you ended right here is where you start to work single crochets like this. So into the gap we make 1 single crochet, and right here we make 1 single crochet. So to have a very neat underbust, you need to just work 2 single crochets in every double crochet row. Alright, so you just, in the middle of the double crochet, you make 1 single crochet, and at the end of it, in this joint, you make 1 single crochet in the middle, and at the end, in the middle, and in the joint. So you just continue doing this, so you'll end up having a very clean and neat underbust. So we just keep working this. Like this. I just want to show you how to close up the cleavage area. Once you're here, you just work, and then right here in the joint you work 1 single crochet. So we are here and we have to make this string disappear, so we just crochet it within like this, and you remember from here we have to make this closure, so we just get to this other side and work a single crochet like this, so you can see it is like closed up. So into this we work a single crochet like this. Such you will come back and cut them off. So we work a single crochet until the end of the row. So when we get to the end of the row right here, we are going to chain 10 Remember we started with chain 10, and so this is more like the back part of our top. So we are going to chain 10 when we get to the end of the row. So let me meet you there. So I'm at the end of the row and I've already chained 10. Don't worry about this, you can always come back and cut them off. I just wanted to make oh, my chair is really making noise. So I just wanted to make the leftover yarn disappear within. So we are going to chain 2 and start working double crochets, and we start in the 3rd chain space from the hook. Start working double crochets. So here you're going to work double crochets like this, until the end of this row right here. So we are going to make 3 rows of double crochet. All right, so let me meet you after the end of your 3rd row of double crochet. So I have my 3 rows of double crochet. The 3 rows, like you can see, 1, 2, 3 of double crochet. So what we are going to do is we are going to work on a mesh sort of line, just to add a little bit of touch like this. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have made 4 chains to start with. Sorry. So we are going to skip this because these 4 chains are going to be working like our double crochet here. So we are going to skip this, and into the 3rd we work a double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, work a double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, work a double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, work a double crochet in the next. So basically you're just going to continue this until the end of the row. So let me meet you there. So now that we are at the end of this row, we are going to start working double crochet like this, chain 2. I have already chained 2, and then into this very first one we are going to work a double crochet like that, and into the gap we work a double crochet like that. Into this bar we are going to work a double crochet, and into the gap we work a double crochet. So you just continue like this until the end of the row, like this. So just continue with this until the end of the row, and let me meet you there. So I've come to the end of my row. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start making chain spaces in which we are going to work the final design that I want to be down here. So we are going to chain 5 like this, 3 being our bar and then the 2 being part of the chain. So we are going to skip this and this. Into this we are going to work a single crochet like that. So we are going to chain 4. I've chained 4, and we are going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th we work a single crochet, we chain 4, into the 4th we work a single crochet, 1 2 3 4, skip 3 into the 4th, you work a single crochet. So you're going to do this until the end of the row. You chain 4 and into the 4th, you skip 3 into the 4th stitch, you work a single crochet. So let's return at the end of the row. When I get to the end of my row, this is where I am, and these don't count up to 4, so I just have to chain 2 and work a double crochet in here like this. So I'm going to chain 2 and turn my work like this. So in this very first one, I am going to work 4 double crochet, sorry, 3 double crochet, 1 2 3, and I'm going to do this. So basically what I have done is I worked 3 double crochet and made a single crochet into the next chain space like this. All right, so we are going to chain 4 and work a single crochet into the next chain space, and then chain 4, work a single crochet into the next chain space like this. I hope you all can see the result. And then chain 4 and work a single crochet into the next chain space. All right, so from here we are going to yarn over, and into this, the next chain space is where we are going to work 9 double crochets. So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, we have 9, and now we are going to single crochet into the next chain space like this. So this is what we have. So we are going to chain 4 and single crochet into the next chain space, chain 4, single crochet into the next chain space, chain 4, single crochet into the next chain space, as you can see. And now into this we are going to work 9 double crochets like we did previously. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. All right, so we are going to single crochet into this next chain space like this. So this is what we have. So you work like this until the end of the row. You make this 9 double crochet, single crochet into the next chain space, chain 4, single crochet into the next chain space 3 times, and then you work 9 double crochet into the next chain space. Let me meet you at the end of the row. So as you can see, in my last chain space I worked 4 double crochet, 3 into the chain space, and the 4 was right in the very same line like this one. So we are going to chain 2 and turn our work, and now we are going to chain more 2, so this makes 4 chains. All right, and we are going to start working in every stitch a double crochet. Now here we are going to skip this because this is going to act like our double crochet here. So into this we are going to make a double crochet and then chain 1 and make a double crochet and then chain 1 and make a double crochet, as you can see. So we are literally just going to single crochet into the next slip stitch, sorry, into the next chain space, and then we are going to chain 4 and then single crochet into the next chain space, like you can see what I have done. And now we are going to chain 4 and single crochet into the next chain space. So right here is where we're going to start working a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the next. So we are going to chain 1, double crochet 9 times, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. So you just do this until the end of the row. You chain 1, double crochet, sorry, until the end of this. So as you can see, so when we get here, we are going to, I have already single crocheted into, like you can see, this is where I ended. So into this I made a single crochet. So you see, so here you're going to chain 4 into the next chain space, you work a single crochet and chain 4 into the next chain space, you work a single crochet. So here you just continue making double crochet, chain 1, double crochet 9 times, and single crochet into this. So you just keep doing that until you get to the end of the row. So just do this repeatedly until the end of the row. So let's return when you get there. So I've come to the end of my row right here, and I'm going to turn my work around like this, and now I'm going to work my final row. So I'm going to chain 3 and then chain 3 again into the third chain from the hook. I'm going to work a picot like this, and then I'm going to yarn over and work a double crochet in line with the double crochet of the previous row, the next double crochet of the previous row, like that. So I'm going to chain 3 and into the third chain from the hook is where I'm going to work a picot. That's a slip stitch. You slip stitch into it, and then into the next you work a double crochet. So basically this is it. That's how it has to look like. So I'm going to do this 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 3, and into this you work a double crochet, you work a slip stitch, and into the next you work a double crochet. So when you get here, you just single crochet into the chain space and then chain 4 and single crochet into the next chain space like this, and then here you yarn over into the very first double crochet, you work your double crochet and chain 3 into the third chain from the hook, you slip stitch to make a picot, and into the next double crochet of the previous row, you work a double crochet like this, chain 3, slip stitch into the third chain from the hook, work a picot, and into the next work a double crochet. So you're just going to keep making picots and working double crochets like this, a picot and double crochet like that, a picot and double crochet like that, a picot. Sorry if I went out of the box. Sorry. And double crochet, picot and double crochet. So when you get a picot and double crochet, when you get to the last, the 9th double crochet, this is where you're required to single crochet into the next chain space and chain 4 and single crochet into the next. So you just keep working your picots until the end of the row. So let me return just to show you where to put your straps, and we have our top complete. So once you're at the end of your row like this, you're just going to work multiple chains so that you can make your strap. This is one of the straps that are going to be tied to the back. So you can make what you feel you want. I usually make between 50 to 60 or 70. It's according to how wide the person you're making for is. All right. Also, if you're making for someone bigger and you know their bust is actually bigger, you don't have to work 6 rows of your breast cup like I did. You just have to work more than that. So between, I usually do between 8 or 10 according to how big the person is. So I'll just cut this off according to how big the person is, but usually that's what I do. So we are also going to come here, get your yarn like this and pull it, get your hook, insert your hook, pull your yarn like this, and just try to chain this within so it can disappear within, like what I am doing. So you can just get back and cut off that sort of like popping yarn and just keep. Like I was saying, you can make up to 8 or 10 rows, and remember it's very different because if you're working with chunky yarn, I expect 8 rows to have made the size of bust you want to make for someone that is big. But since we are working with this lighter yarn, even if we are working with 2 strands, it will appear a little smaller. The breast cup will appear a little smaller if you're comparing it with someone who is making this very similar rows for using chunky yarn. It will appear very different, a little bigger because they're using chunky yarn. So according to the yarn you're using, it gives you what to do. So you just do the same for the other side as well, and get here, add your straps like this, this is what I do. I insert my hook at the peak of my breast cup and chain 2, all right, and then into this, okay, sorry, I put it in the wrong space. Right here is where I get my yarn and chain 2 into this second single crochet of the peak. I work a double crochet like this. This is just to secure, to make this string a little, you know, stronger to hold up the breast, because sometimes if you do such strings, they feel a little hard, a little, you know, harsh on the skin and everything when someone is trying to pull it over the shoulder. So this is what I actually do. I chain 3, and on top of this I work a double crochet, chain 3, turn my work around, turn my strap around and work a double crochet, chain 3, turn my work and work a double crochet. So I keep doing this, so you see the size of strap it gives me for the top. So you just return and cut this off so it does not keep popping out. So your work can look very, very neat. So you do this and finish off the strap according to the length that you want, and there you have your very good top complete, as you can see. Thank you. Subscribe to my channel. Go to my Instagram at Nita Crochets. Follow me. Check out my work. Give me thumbs up if you have to. And always ring that bell so you can get the notification when I return to make any more videos. Thank you. Goodbye.